Alright, we're back. I always assumed that Serenity's peak traffic was in the morning. People rushed to drink aromatic coffee to wake up, gain strength, and start a new day in high spirits. I've never been so wrong. Oh, hello. Hello, nurse. If I don't get my espresso right now, I won't make it to the end of my 48-hour shit. Jesus Christ. Bro, we work nurses too hard. I thought night shift was bad, but I don't have to work 48 hours. Hey, bitch, no smoking. No smoking in the fucking coffee shop. Hurry up, handsome. Bidding opens in half an hour and I need to be in top shape. And I told him, this is a dream job, but when fire starts, you'd wish you'd quit yesterday. What a hunky fireman. Wait a minute, according to regulation number 4-032 of March 12th, adopted in 1973, the Order of Purity in Public Catering Establishments is established according to... What the fuck? Honey, you've been standing here silently for half an hour. Is there anything I can help you with? This is clearly not the city library. I think I'm in the wrong door. City library? I heard that's being renovated. Some kind of sudden collapse. Then can I have a latte with a muffin, please? I know a great option that'll suit you. Sunrise-chan! Sunrise-chan! Get off my screen, bro. Oh no, not here, not now. Mommy? Damn, mommy look angry. I need cake, and I need it right now. Ma'am, believe me, I'm very sorry, but it's impossible to just give you a cake. I can't take it out of my hat like a wizard. I can't wait. I have children, you know. 3, and 12 more will come tonight. I need this cake. Your order, Eugene. Everything including, you know what? There you are. Keep your hands visible. What did you give him? Don't you have anything better to do, officer? What the hell is going on here? And what should I see here, according to Gabby? This is not serenity. This is some kind of calamity, or even hopelessness. Not only is there a lot of clients here, but the guests have real problems. This will not make the stone sing. Rather, it will howl out of despair. Gabby is being pestered by this impatient mother. Eileen is hunted by a rabid fan. Joe, she has some obvious conflicts with law enforcement. And if I want to work here, I can't leave it like this. I can help, but not everyone. You just need to decide who to help first. Yo, we gotta go with Joe. Our girl Joe. Tell me, what did you give this urchin? Another dose, right? What are you talking about, cop? What are you talking about, pig? I will never stoop to selling drugs. Especially here. Serenity is like a second... Why am I making excuses for you at all? You still don't understand anything, and you won't believe a single word I say. I've seen enough people like you on the streets, little liars. Everyone pretends to be a saint and tell me I would never, and when it comes down to it... Officer, good afternoon. Do you suspect this girl of something? Suspect? I know everything about her. This stray cat is an I've never seen this word before. I'm not even... you know what? Fuck it. Criminal. She's a criminal. What are the local authorities thinking when they allow her to work here? Do you have proof? The business owners know her better than you. This looks like illegal persecution. Do you have proof? Indirect. Otherwise, this scoundrel would already be behind bars. Stay out of our business, Sam. I don't remember asking you for help. I don't need your protection. I can deal with this cop and his completely unfounded accusations. Really, what was I hoping for getting into this conversation? It was quite obvious that I would get talked back from both sides. By the way, this is not a bad idea. Why don't I check if your work papers are okay? What if you're working here illegally? You want to put me in prison for tax evasion like Capone? Someone has clearly studied history, I see. Are you looking for an example to follow? What do young people say these days? Role model? How long will you continue to interfere in my work? We don't have donuts on the menu, you know. Their squabble is unlikely to last long. Joe will obviously lose her patience and do something stupid, and the policeman is clearly counting on this. I need to figure out how to distract him, but at the same time, so as not to expose myself as well, something delicate. Maybe we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. Officer, I want to report a violation. If you don't leave Joe alone, I'll sue you. That's not gonna fucking work. Oh god. The first one is obviously gonna be fucking thought of as a bribe. And you don't want to bribe this guy. He doesn't seem like he'd be down for that type of shit. I guess we'll go with the second one. Officer, I want to report a violation. Are you trying to fool me? Don't you know this false accusation is an administrative charge, kid? Not that far from interfering with police duties. I'm not trying anything. I actually witnessed a crime. You are obligated to conduct and inspect, right, officer? I really hope that my words sounded convincing, because unfortunately I didn't have time to figure out what specific offense I wanted to report. But why be surprised? If they hire such criminals as her, then you can expect anything in this hole. Theft, prostitution, underground casinos. Bro, this is a fucking coffee shop. They probably don't even have a basement. That's it, cop. You can throw insults at me or this smartass as much as you want, but never, never dare to say nasty things about Serenity. Oh no, Joe, how could you? Joe's leg shot up and headed straight for the policeman's head. Even I, far from martial arts, understood that this was a crushing blow. If the officer lets it collide, then he will have to solve his next crime from his hospital bed. The guardian of the law was no stranger to brawls. He raised his hands to block Joe's leg, and for a moment, the surprise that arose was replaced by an expression of triumph on his face. Attacking a policeman on duty? Fuck, I screwed up. The fact that you couldn't restrain yourself. The fact that I didn't knock you out since that happened. Josephine Schott, you're under arrest for assault. That's her name, huh? Josephine? No wonder she's abrasive. You're unlikely to gain respect on the streets with such a name. What's that noise? I don't remember Fight Club meetings starting so early. Oh, did I just say that out loud? I really shouldn't. I assume you're the owner of this diner? Lance Holder, at your service, officer. Your co-worker here just attacked me. I'm forced to arrest her. You wouldn't try to interfere with me, would you, Mr. Barista? The policeman's words sounded more than just threatening. There was a considerable amount of provocation in them, and yet the Maestro remained completely calm in front of this dangerous and irrational representative of the law. He truly is a carefree genius. No, I will not, officer. I'm just surprised by your judgment. You are an experienced police officer, a practiced detective. Let's sit down, drink coffee, and think about the current situation. Especially for you, my special drink. 221B Baker Street. Perfect. I feel like my little gray cells are starting to work at full capacity. Remember well what happened, officer, down to the smallest detail. Yes, Joe was annoyed. What the hell? What's he kicking? A can. Yes, Joe was annoyed, but was she going to hit you, or was it an accident? I remember, there was a can of soda there. It fell off the table and she slipped on it. It was not a battle cry, it was a cry of surprise. Yes, technically you can arrest Joe for this assault, officer. The power is in your hands. But is that the kind of cop you want to be? Is the letter of the law more important to you than justice? Damn it, you're right. It was an accident, an unlucky coincidence. You're lucky this time, scoundrel. I disagree. If I was really gonna hit you, I would have knocked you out in the 3 hits. Don't make it harder for yourself, Joe. I've been here for too long, I have to go, but I'm watching you, criminal. One day you will stumble and I will be the one to send you to jail. And people like you always stumble. It was so cool. 221B Baker Street, it seems to me that there should be a T with such a name. You're like a detective with a coffee pot. Well, let's go with the second one. It was a challenge, Sam, to make a coffee that would delight even an English detective. Sir, thank you for intervening, but no buts, Street Fighter. If you want to thank me, you better get back to work, Joe. Soon the guests will come to their senses after your fight and will want coffee. I spent more time in Serenity thinking about what would happen. What had happened, but was Gabby thinking when they said this would help me pass Mr. Blackgold's test? I'll remember this roller coaster of a day, of course, but I froze, carefully analyzing what had happened. My head was boiling so much that steam was about to come out of my ears, like a coffee machine. If Jo had not lost control of herself, succumbing to the policeman's provocations, she would definitely have noticed this can. I won't think about the fact that if the can had not been there, she would still have tried to hit him. But Cappuccino remained cool and serene, despite the insult on his coffee shop, the scene of fighting amid daylight, and the police's demeanor. And this helped him not only notice the detail that helped Jo out, but also point them out to the officer. That's it. I think I got it. Tomorrow morning I'll make this stone sing. Or I'll throw in the towel. Meanwhile, well, what a day that was, right? That was scary, Lin. Brr. An ordinary Tuesday for me. Haven't you changed your clothes yet, Sparkle? Did someone steal panties from the drawer again? Don't make that fucking face. Don't make that face. I really hope it's not you who steals and sells them online. You'd better look at Gabby. That's who we're most suspicious of. Huh? Me? What? No, I would never. I think Eileen's panties would suit you. Please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, I've got a fucking 1,000-yard stare with that fucking sentence. Oh my god. I really wish they chose a different name for this fucking character. Alright. I think Eileen's panties would suit you, Cinnamon Bun. I still suspect you, Brute. Moreover, the police came for you. Sam tried to save you, by the way, and you still just bark at him. Looks like that night was just right, since he's ready to stand up for a meanie like you, Jo. Aren't you crossing the boundaries of our friendship, Sparkle? Why are you so angry, Jo? Have I really hit the mark? No comment. Since we're talking about it, do you think Sam will cope with this crazy challenge? I believe in him, he's great. As for me, he'd better fail, because if he succeeds, I'm afraid it will be much more painful for him when his dream is shattered into smithereens. Like a coffee cup falling on a marble floor. This time I'm afraid you're right. Third morning, the third time meeting grandfather. At this rate, this stone will appear in my dreams, but today I'm not going empty-handed. I have with me a small gas stove, a sieve, a bottle of pure water, a special blend of coffee, and a quiet dawn and a travel set of spices. A good barista must be ready for coffee everywhere. But my main weapon is the knowledge I received yesterday. Gabby is a cutie amongst cuties, a real latte with sweet syrup. Eileen is so hot you could get burned, playful like cappuccino. Guys, what did I just fucking say? I said leave my fucking mom out of this. Fucking please stop. Joe is just fire, strong and cool like espresso. Yes, of course, the coffee shop girls are treasures in themselves, but the main knowledge I received yesterday. Mr. Black Gold is incredibly cool. It's not just serene and serenity, the main thing is to remain calm. Not losing your cool, even in the most unusual and absurd situations, is a quality of a real barista. Feelings and emotions are good and important, but they should be your friends, not obstacles. It is important to be able to live in harmony with them, and if they rise too high, to put them in their place. I was too worried about success, too afraid of failure. I tried too hard to find a solution instead of surrendering to the flow, opening up, and relaxing. Lance Holder is not called the carefree genius for nothing. The first rays of sun touched grandfather's rough surface as I knelt down in front of him and crossed my legs in the lotus position. The stove's button clicked and a blue gas light danced in the morning air. The silver spoon jumped into my hands like a fish. Inhale, exhale. I'm not here to complete this strange test, not to prove anything to anyone. Damn it, that is what I'm here for. I just came to enjoy the sunrise. I'm here to just brew and drink coffee. And it is undeniable that the best way to enjoy the sunrise is with a cup of good coffee. I inhale the aroma of fresh coffee as its surface becomes foam. Of course, what I did was a kind of barbarism, but on the other hand, I am not a barbarian, but a noble savage. The aroma of coffee spread through the park and enveloped the gray stone, and... birds! Sky rats! Excellent, Sam. The milk turns into foam, but the barista who frosts it must remain calm. Nature, and especially songbirds, are very sensitive to people's emotions. You managed not only to wake them up with your coffee, but also to remain so serene that you merged with nature and became part of it. So I didn't? That's right, Sam. You passed the first test. I'll be waiting for you tomorrow morning at Serenity on our side of the counter. Apprentice. Apprentice. Oh shit, complete chapter 1. Apprentice. Mr. Black Gold called me an apprentice. Hello, bed. Hello, sink. Hello, ceiling. Nothing, absolutely nothing will ruin my day today. I have a feeling it will be amazing. As you probably already guessed, after such feelings, the day can only go one way. Downhill. Because the universe hates you. But then I got closer to my dream, one step and then one half a football field. I absolutely did not want to notice or even think about it. For the first time I entered Serenity, not from the main door, but from the back door. I really felt like I was on the other side of the barricade. Now I'm not a guest. Now I'm an employee of a coffee shop. It's not official yet, but I already have a huge responsibility, the reputation of Serenity, the pleasure of guest, and the spread of the true teachings about coffee. All this now rests on my shoulders too. Fortunately, I'm not alone in these trials. This charming team will always support me. Working with such beauties is a dream in itself. Oh shit, who are we gonna say hello to? Good morning, Gabby. Hello, Eileen. No. Hey there, Joe. We're going with Joe. Break a leg, Sam. You look as if you spent the whole night in jail yesterday. Is something wrong? Why are you so curious this morning? Mind your business. I got it. I'm leaving. I understand that you're not in a good mood today. Poor Sam. I thought he would have at least a couple days to enjoy. Yes, I feel sorry for him. He tried so hard. What can you do? The guy's a loser. Accept that fact. I finally found myself behind the counter at Serenity. After all these weeks of doubt, after 3 days of puzzling challenge, here I am. My eyes darted on all the barista tools present, from perfect cups to lovingly signed containers of coffee. And of course, Maestro's famous coffee machine, Vivian, unique, handmade. It is said that he took one piece from each barista he defeated in a coffee fight in order to assemble it. Bro, what the fuck? I can't wait to be allowed to make coffee with this miracle. Are you already looking at V, apprentice? Apprentice. Be careful. She's got character. I'll find a way with her. Thanks for the warning. I'll be more careful. I love girls with character. You do? Then this will be an entertaining introduction. Master, I wanted to ask, why are the girls so gloomy today? It's not because of me, is it? Huh? I didn't even notice. You're clearly not one who would upset such charming people as our employees. That's what I think. To be honest, Jo looked like she needs to let off some steam. At some point, I was even afraid that she was going to hit me. She always starts by kicking with her left foot, so make some distance first. Just kidding. She won't hurt anyone. Relax and don't worry about it. But if you want to support them, why not make them coffee? They're also living people, and in the morning, they need a boost of energy and positivity. What would you prepare for them, apprentice? An uppercut. You need to be more careful with uppercut. If you get the proportions wrong, it can really knock you off your feet. In the end, the Maestro of course prepared the coffee himself, but I had the honor of watching the magic up close, and it was truly one-of-a-kind experience. Clear and precise movements, but also light, playful, serene, nothing extra. An amazing feeling of harmony. Water, coffee, syrups, milk, spices, everything gave into Maestro's every gesture, but at the same time, he in flow with the whole world. This is real magic. Someday I will reach the heights of Mr. Black Gold's art, but I clearly have a long way to go and a lot of work to do. The morning was simply magnificent. I watched the Maestro work, and I was even entrusted with making sure the espresso cups, I'm not gonna pronounce this word. I'm not gonna make a fool of myself, as we call them, were clean. So far, my job could be called a silent observer, but this is more than enough for me. I was delighted. Narrator. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Anyway, my heart fluttered. The coffee aroma made my head spin, and the smiles of satisfied guests were the best tip. Idiot. The best tip is money. Always get money. Fuck their smiles. But at some point, cappuccino, having once again changed the life of some guy with a cup of coffee, turned to me with an unexpectedly serious face. It's time for another lesson, apprentice. A good barista should not only understand the types of coffee and roasting, it is equally important to understand human souls. You must understand the wants and needs of our guest. Otherwise, how will you make them a really good coffee? I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good at reading people. How can I do this? This is not my strongest point. How can I do this? First of all, listen and observe. In order to understand a person, you likely won't even have to talk to them, although you will certainly have guests who only reveal themselves when talking. Let's start with a simple case. Take a closer look at the young lady who has been staring at the bottom of her coffee mug for half an hour. I'm so tired. I don't remember the last time I slept, but this exam, I have to hand it in. If I fail again, I'll be kicked out of the university. Nah, you don't need college. Ain't nothing you can learn in school you can't learn on the street. A couple more books. I have time to read them. I'll definitely have time. I can't fall asleep. This teacher, he's the only one who fails so many students. If even excellent students can't pass it, then what can I hope for? As soon as I look at him, I forget the answer, the textbook, and my name and surname. I don't sleep. I must not fall asleep. Must study. A couple more essays. Well, apprentice, what do you think? What's your verdict? She's very tired. She's afraid of her teacher. She's a student. All fucking three. Right. The physical needs of a guest are very important. This poor girl needs strength to continue her preparations. But do not forget the true serenity is in the heart. The feelings of our guest are no less, if not more important. Now carefully study the menu, apprentice, and decide which drink is most suitable for her. Such small help is not only pleasant, but works great for the reputation and attendance of serenity. And the more people come to us, the more we can help. So choose wisely, apprentice, and build on what you understand about this person. Alright, so she wants to do her shit. Like, she wants to get her essays done, but she's afraid of her fucking teacher. She's super fucking tired. Let's go through the choices. Midnight Sun. It will give you the strength to stay awake until dawn. Sunny Surprise. Let's cheer her up with something unusual. Cinnamon Courage. Not as cool as Sip of Valor, but it also gives you a bit of a push to action. Tomorrow's Promise. May the next day be better than the previous one. Playful Smile. She definitely needs more love adventures in her life. So already out is that one. If we want to help her stay awake, we got to give her this one. We'll go with Midnight Sun. Why not? Eileen, take this compliment to that girl, please. Got it, Maestro. The girl, of course, was surprised by such an unexpected gesture, but no one in their right mind would turn down the coffee of the carefree genius himself. It's not like she was in her right mind, judging by her condition, but this is irrelevant. The student drank the coffee with pleasure and found the strength to move on, not with the exam, but to the next coffee shop. So this is how things are done at Serenity. I still have a lot to learn, fortunately. Fortunately, there was more than enough learning opportunities, so I fucked up. One could only hope that no angry mothers, annoying fans, or prickly policemen would show up today. Although Maestro proved that his coffee can become the key to even their hearts. Alright. I'll practice on the nurse. I'll train on the musician. I'll try to read that dark-skinned beauty. Oh, I feel like this is the person that they were... that the girls were scared that I'd meet. Let's just go ahead and do it. Uh-huh. Yeah. I won't forgive you. I will not forgive. I will not forgive. Jeez, what a scare. Someone will definitely get it today. Stop. Why is she coming here? Why are you? How dare you wear that sacred uniform and desecrate this blessed place with your presence? What? Do you have a hearing problems? What are you doing here, outsider? Your actions are already bordering on blasphemy. Hey, Benice. I heard that you came back. Josephine Dono, it's good to have you here. Use your skills and throw this scoundrel out of our sanctuary. I've earned the right to be here. Josephine, who is this girl? Who are you? I've earned the right to be here. You are not only a stranger, but also a liar. Josephine Dono, do you mind if I get rid of him myself? First, let me remind you, Benice, that I asked you to call me Joe. Now, let me introduce you to Sam, Mr. Lance Holder's apprentice. What did you say? Apprentice? This person is not worthy to even breathe the coffee dust of serenity. His tongue should turn black just from trying to tell such a blatant lie. And you, Joe Dono, are you that drunk at work to talk such nonsense? Damn, bro. Now, Sam, let me introduce you to Benice Casatin, another of Cappuccino's apprentices. Not another, but the one and only Joe Dono. I warned you. Alright, that's a good stopping point for now. We'll pick this up next time. Goodbye.